Lexi.
I do.
Have you ever waken up somewhere and felt very uncomfortable the next morning, not maybe remembering how you got there? This happened to me about 5 years ago when me and some of my friends decided to go visit a different country called Cape Verde, Africa. I remember waking up the very first morning, being really confused and not exactly comfortable because I didn't know too much about the country. Before we had gone there, I hadn't done too much research about what the main staple of food was, how the communication between the people were, and really how the country worked as a whole. This happens for a lot of different people and a lot of different cultures. It's very important to remember that different people come from different cultures, and it's nice to respect those cultures as well. Different cultures in the world are very common. Someone waking up in Mexico City, for example, looking out their window for the first time, might see something very different than someone waking up in Russia and looking out their window. But no matter where you are, it's important to remember what makes a culture is the people. One of the cultures that I thought about doing when I was doing this assignment was the culture of Norway. When I thought of Norway for the first time, I thought that Norway would be very similar to that up in Alaska. Very cold, a lot of high mountain tops with snow caps, and a lot of people who would walk around wearing coats and travel with snowmobiles. Well, that's actually not very accurate. Norway is a very cold place, but because of a westward sea-blowing wind, it's really a lot warmer than those along the same geographical plane. So a common winter in Norway is very cold, but it consists of a lot of rain and warmer temperatures than you might expect. Summer, a fall, as well as a springtime in Norway, generally you could get away with wearing just a light jacket. The population in Norway is not as much as I thought as well. The population in Norway is only about 5.2 million people, the most of which residing in their capital, Oslo, which is 620,000 people settlement. The power in Norway is mainly hydroelectricity, meaning that they get most of their energy a very clean and efficient way, with most of it coming from the water and the ocean. The other 1% comes from wind power and solar energy. Most of the cars that people drive in Norway are electric powered. Norway is very proactive in being an efficient and green country, trying to make as little waste as possible. The currency that they have in Norway is called the Norwegian krone. One Norwegian krone constitutes as 12 cents in American dollars. My brother-in-law lives in Norway currently, and he says the cost of living is actually very high. Going to a McDonald's, a Big Mac combo meal usually constitutes in $22 in American dollars. The culture in Norway is very active. There's a lot of things to do and a lot of sights to see in Norway because it's such a pretty country. A lot of kayaking, fishing, dog racing, and sightseeing are main activities that Norwegians undergo. One of the coolest things to see if you're going to travel and visit Norway is the Atlantic Bridge. The Atlantic Bridge and Road consists of a 22-mile long road that's actually built in the middle of the ocean, a mile out from the sea line. So when you drive on this road, you can look and see the motherland of Norway. The main diet for Norwegians is fish, potatoes, and other types of vegetables. It being so close to the ocean, one of the main job-producing industries is fishing. One of the main things that Norwegians hold close to their heart is dinner time. Dinner time is anywhere from 4 to 5 p.m. for most families and most times, and this is a very good opportunity for kids to talk to their parents. Norway is a very open communication society, so they take into a matter of fact of everyone's opinion matters, and it's a very easy to talk to everybody. Colleagues, religious counterparts, and other people are very easy to talk to just because the communication is so open. It's very horizontally horizontally individualistic, meaning that people take into consideration that a stance of power with wealth doesn't make everybody, it makes everybody equal, meaning they're very open to communicating with every types of people, whether they be poor or rich. The Norwegian people are also very time sensitive, meaning if you go there to open a business of any sort, you're going to be very efficient. These are some of the things I wish I had known going to visit Cape Verde beforehand. So if you do decide to go and visit Norway, please take these into consideration.